in sports team.
Yeah.
I'm a man. I'm a man.
back to the 2017 Tatts Finke Desert Race. Here at the start-finish line, Travis Robinson through Mount Squires at 8:37 and 32 seconds. And a lapse time of 1 hour and 22, so he's on track for a very fast time to get down to Finke. And so far we've had 8 competitors through Bunduma, the same top 8 that left here from Alice Springs this morning. More competitors trickling through. All the way down to Peter Costello, Troy Schoen, the latest through Rodinga. Only 2 DNFs in the top lot of cars through to Troy Schoen, and that is Rod Visser and Mark Burrows. The rest of the starters up to Troy Schoen have made it to Rodinga. We'll be back in a few minutes to give you the update. Just as I say that, Shannon Wrench and Ian Wrench are through Mount Squires, an hour 26.29, so 4 minutes slower on the elapsed time than Travis Robinson and Trent Anthony from WA. We should expect Travis to get to Finke a little after 9 o'clock, so we'll be back just before then to welcome the first buggy into the town of Finke. We'll be back here at the start-finish line very shortly.
Welcome back to the Tatts Finke Desert Race for 2017. A couple of updates there, and that is Travis Robinson, Shannon Ranch, Jack Rhodes, and Bo Robinson are all through Mount Squires. And Bo Robinson has got through at 8:46 and 1 second. Jack Rhodes went through at 8:45, 31 seconds, so only exactly 30 seconds apart at the point where they went through Mount Squires, with only one checkpoint remaining, and that is Finke. So Travis Robinson through 8:37, Shannon Wrench in 8:42, and Brad Gallard has just made it through by the looks of things. And the guy's a trophy truck. So they are through. So the top five are through and in that same order. And we've heard news through, apparently. Yep, so it's just come up now that Brad Gallard's made it through. Greg Gartner has not registered at Mount Squires just yet, as Matt Henderson joins me on comms.
So we've lost Greg Gartner somewhere between Bundoora and Mount Squires at the moment. He still obviously could be on the way, and Brad Gallard's just made the pass. But there was quite...
When you consider, though, that
Toby Price is now through Mount Squires as
right.
well. So Greg Gartner, is somewhere between Bundoora and Mount Squires with some troubles. Stephen Sanderson, Talia O'Cass are right on the tail of their teammate Matthew Loyerdace through Bundoora, so very close between those two.
Okay, we'll be back with some more updates a little bit later on.
What do you think they're talking about?
Who knows? Hair, shoes, makeup, girly stuff.
Doubt it'd be anything we're interested
Look, check out that 350 LS1. You can't compete with that kind of torque.
Sure, raw power, but a 3.5 litre turbocharged V6 definitely has the upper hand.
Maybe, but let's talk about reliability. With turbo spinning at over 100,000 RPM on a track that rough, anything can go wrong. A naturally aspirated V8 is unbreakable by comparison.
Yeah, well that's all well and good, guys, but let's talk bikes. Who in their right mind's gonna ride a 450 in this race when it's clear the 500cc 4-stroke is what you're gonna need to podium?
Yeah, totally. Who wants to be revving their bike hard through those whoops?
G'day, I'm David Walsh.
And I'm Conan Robertson.
When I'm racing, I'm focused on getting to the finish line first and give riders and drivers the room they need.
On Finke weekend, thousands go camping along the track, looking to have a good time. So keep your fires small.
Take your rubbish home,
drive safely,
and keep Finke fatality free. This year, do us and the Finke Committee a favour by following these simple steps to keep safe and keep the bush clear of rubbish.
It can't be much simpler.
Don't be the reason.
Ready for the ultimate festival of wheels this Father's Day weekend? Red Centre Nats is back with more than 700 of Australia's best street machines. Australia's #1 stunt show, Matty Mingay and the Hot Wheels crew. Epic Aussie rock with James Rain and Australian Crawl's biggest hits. And the wildest tyre destroyers on the planet, the Burnout Masters. Build it, bring it, drive it at the coolest cruising car show in the country. The Red Centre Nats. Tickets are on sale. Northern Territory.
To the Tatts Finke Desert Race for 2017, as we are just on the cusp now of checkpoint Charlie, right down there at Finke, ready for the finish for at least someone. Now, we'd be tipping that would be Travis Robinson. He has not been headed through all of the other checkpoints. So stats would say, Matt Henderson, that he is about 30 seconds away to a minute compared to what happened last year.
Yeah, last year's quickest time from Mount Squires to Finke was around the 25-minute mark. He went through Mount Squires at 8:37, so that is 25 minutes ago. So we should be seeing him any. So only the 7 cars through Mount Squires. Greg Gartner, the one that's dropped off the list of the top 7 leaving Alice Springs. We've had Glenn Owen, Michael Marson and Hayden Bentley, as well as those other 7 through Mount Squires, as we just see Andrew Moles pop up onto the screen, passing through Mount Squires. So 8 cars through Mount Squires, the other 3 through Bundoora, Glenn Owen, Michael Marson and Hayden Bentley. And then a long list of cars through Rodinga. Sam Barnes, we're missing between Rodinga and Bundoora, Matthew Lloyd-Ace and Stephen Sanderson are through Bundoora. Ryan Taylor we're missing between Rodinga and Bundoora. David Fellows is through Bundoora. Bryce Chapman is noted as a DNF. Darren Agrila and Talbot Cox are through Bundoora also. And there as well. The DNF so far that we have notice of are Mark Burrows, Bryce Chapman, Peter Scarza, Rod Visser, Leighton Sir, Dylan Blake, Gus Lacey, Brett Kaminsky, Glenn Ackroyd, Adam Swindale, and then the non-starters we mentioned earlier this morning. Jono Patterson just through Rodinga, and Harley Lettner also through Bundoora. So we should be getting very close. It's now 9:04, so that's 29 minutes.
And last year it was 27, wasn't it?
Yes, 25.
Wow, okay, so running a little slower. So that's
sorry, at 27 minutes. There we are. Travis Robinson into Fink, the first car in an hour 48 and 44. P1 so far for Travis Robinson, the only car in there at 9:03 and 57 seconds. Fink, the first car that left here.
It's staggering, isn't it? So, what is probably going to be more interesting is how they file in to the southernmost point. We'll be getting on the plane pretty much as soon as the bikes start. Taking a camera crew down to capture some quick updates from some of the guys on what their trip down was like and the condition of the track in the latter parts. We've heard a lot about the first parts. And from all reports so far, the prediction was that it was going to be pretty rough. And that extra 2 minutes compared to last year would suggest that maybe, just maybe, it is a little bit harder than what it was last year.
So it's been roughly 4 minutes the whole way for Shannon Wrench, slower than Travis Robinson. So I'll be expecting him somewhere around 5 minutes-ish, or 4 minutes. And then Jack Rhodes was third on the road, and Bo Robertson, fourth on the road, but he has a quicker time than Jack Rhodes through to Mount Squires by 30 seconds. And then Toby Price, the next quickest, through to Mount Squires, followed by Brad Gallard, Chris Coulthard and Andrew Moles. Still the only cars through Mount Squires as we speak. Michael Marson is through Mount Squires, so we are missing the reigning champion between Bundooma and Mount Squires. Glen Owen seems to be missing in that section of the track. The reigning champion, as we said, missing in action.
Oh, okay. There's actually probably a higher amount of names that are dropping out than what we expected. Like, interestingly, we didn't see the faltering on the start line like we saw from 3 vehicles today. We didn't see that last year, and we're starting to see big names drop out. So I don't know what it is about 2017, the 42nd running, that would make it a little bit, I don't know.
More attrition.
Yeah, the attrition rate is risen almost straight away.
Hayden Bentley through Mount Squires also. He was only some 18 seconds behind Michael Marson through Mount Squires. So the next car there through Mount Squires. Jim Dwyer through Rodinga. Nick Smith and Justin Montesalvo through Deep Well. As we await the second car point for the end of their day one run. Plenty of people camping down the track, getting to witness the some 140 cars on their way down the track this morning. Peter Costello is through Bundooma in the number 23 Pro Buggy. As soon as we get another update with the Fink checkpoint, we will come back to you here at the start-finish line for the Tatts Fink Desert Race.
Blue. Drink history.
Hydro Vacuum Excavation Unit, the smarter solution for all your excavation projects. Call Complete Fencing today.
Talking about your business today. Imparsia Television have a great range of opportunities to help expand and support your business, no matter how big or small. We're local like you are. Talk to our professional, experienced and friendly team who know your market. Call and discuss what... Because although we're small, we're big. 088950 1420.
Everything gonna be alright this morning. I'm a full-grown man. Wasn't that a man? Hey, child. How good is this? Sitting on the outside. What's that? I'm a man. I'm a man. Everything gonna be alright this morning. I'm a full-grown man. Wasn't that a man? Hey, child.
He's done it again.
Sitting on the outside. I'm a man.
That car. Mum called it his second wife. When I was 17, Dad sold his baby to purchase me my first car. In my heart, I've always dreamt of being able to get that car back for him. Dad, I've got something to show you. It's yours.
What? Oh my God!
Oh, Dad.
Don't lose that. Here at the Academy, we've been busy coming up with more ways to bet. Right? True. Like our customisable multi-builder. Shorter price. Shorter. And don't worry, you can always cash out. And here it is, people, going up. Australia's favourite place to chuck on a bet. Come on, punters, game's on, bet's on.
Another update from the Finke end of the track. Shannon Wrench, the second car in to the checkpoint at Apachula with a time of 1:58.54. And Jack Rhodes, the next car in, the third car to cross the line at Finke, 1:54.47. He is in fourth position though, because Bo Robinson has just finished with Shane Hutt in the passenger seat, and they have recorded a time of 1:54.15. So 32 seconds different. Bo Robinson into third position on elapsed time. Four cars at the Finke end. Matt Lloydace and Stephen Sanderson, the latest two through Mount Squires. So we were worried about Matthew Lloydace when he took off here this morning, but seems to have no dramas making it to Mount Squires, which is the fourth and final checkpoint on the way this morning. So four cars, as I said, through the Finke checkpoint. Travis Robinson in first, Shannon Wrench in second, Jack Rhodes the third car in, but fourth quickest time, and Bo Robinson sitting in third.
So it all comes down to that elapsed time in their work. I'm just a little bit surprised. I thought Jack Rhodes might have had a little bit more. So whether he's got it stored up ready for tomorrow means that he's got 3 cars to pass as opposed to 2 like he did today. Shannon Wrench just looked like he had a steely-eyed gaze at the start of the day. And Travis Robinson, very, very casual off the line. So the way we saw them leave is very unrepresentative of the way they've got into Finke. just short of 2 hours later. 1:48.44 the elapsed time for Travis Robinson and Trent Anthony, and his brother sitting in third at the moment.
And we know that when they left here, Travis Robinson knows he doesn't have any dust, so as we said when they left, Shannon Wrench left aggressively because he needs to be aggressive through the parts where he has clear vision, which is obviously around this part of the track. Water truck doing a magnificent job at keeping the dust down through this area, but you look south and it is just a massive haze of dust, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, absolutely. Get some first-hand insights of that when we head down in the plane a little bit later on. Although it will have settled a fair bit, we'll head down just before just as the bikes have started. Be able to catch a little bit of a run of where they're at and maybe get a couple of shots online. The grader doing some work there on the second last 90 degree.
At least they've got a smooth track around this part of the this part of the race.
Yeah, it's like it's lounge chair stuff here compared to the rest of the racetrack. But that was the intention of putting the kilometre strip of whoops in, just to make it a little bit more representative of what the rest of the racetrack is like. But yes, it is a fair bit smoother, one would suggest.
David Fellows just through Mount Squires. Also before him, a minute and Robert Cox from Queensland was through Mount Squires in the number 16 Racer Engineering Pro buggy.
If you've just joined us, the guys that are missing in action at the moment are Greg Gartner and Mark Burrows and Glenn Owen. 3 serious heavy hitters there. That
Mark Burrows, we know, is a DNF. We've got him on our screen showing that he is a DNF, so unfortunate for him. But Brad Gallard just threw into Fink now.